everyone, and welcome to another faction meeting. Some things have happened, as you all already know. The Winter Ball, there was an incident. A report was sent out by the Keepers of Solace regarding all of the details of that, so I won't repeat them here, but I know that there's probably a lot that people want to say, and I'm not going to take up time. I want to hear all of your thoughts and your concerns. I want you to know that I understand, and I never meant for any of this to happen. We took as many precautions as we could in preparation for the ball, but we weren't expecting someone who was already cleared to enter the building to be given an explosive device and bring it back inside. So that was something that we didn't foresee happening. And I apologize deeply for everyone who was hurt and killed and the friends that we lost. And it will not happen again. I'm going to be making changes that will hopefully help. But I would like to hear everyone out first. If you have anything directly related to me, I can come up here. You can stand in the center aisle. If you have anything just to say up on the stand, then I'll step down.
What do you plan to do? Genuinely.
I do have plans. I'd like to hear everyone else's thoughts first before I go over them, unless you would like me to go over them first.
No, are you just going to disappear for 2 weeks like you did last time?
No. Those 2 weeks were not something that I would like to repeat again. That was after the incident with Belios, and
even more people have died this time.
I understand that, and it won't happen again.
Do you really even see us as people?
Of course.
Genuine. Are you sure? There have been so many preventable tragedies that you could have very well prevented. What have you even been doing? Sure, you've been searching for Eclipse, but is Eclipse even our biggest threat right now?
I mean, it's believed that she was the one who attacked the ball, so I would say so. But there are a lot of threats on Solace. It is an open planet to anyone after the Great Anomaly, so...
So, wait. So you've been searching for Eclipse this entire time, and yet Eclipse was still able to attack us?
After the ball, or after the incident, the last faction meeting, when I heard about what happened to Frog, I stopped searching for Eclipse and instead looked desperately for violence to stop everything that he was doing. And...
Well, this probably would have been planned, I would guess, at least quite a few weeks in advance, maybe ever since there was even public information about the ball. And you mean to tell me you found nothing? Just because I can move quickly doesn't mean that I can, I have to move at a certain speed so that my eyes can process the information, and... Would that not be just under the speed of light?
If I'm trying.
It isn't enough. It has never been enough. I'm not dumb, but I don't even know what to say to you. You have never taken responsibility for your actions. There have been so many things that I don't know the full scope of your power, but there has to be something you could have done. I nearly died. I was in there when the roof collapsed, and it was only thanks to the power of another god that I even survived. And even then, I was coughing, I was wheezing, and you stood there. You stood there while people were dying. You stood there while light was dying, and I just can't believe that you care about us when you act like this.
I appreciate your thoughts.
I'm sure you do.
Hi. Where were the guards at the ball? Corey said that there would be guards, and that Mr. Lilac Branch, he was making these frames that would beep at stuff. Where were they? I didn't see them.
There were 2 guards at just inside the door that were checking everyone on the way in, and
those weren't guards. They were just standing there. Those were statues. They didn't touch anyone. They didn't check anything.
They were there to make sure that everyone that came in wasn't on the known suspect list. Okul, Violence, Eclipse.
by just standing there and not actually looking. They were statues.
They were part of a volunteer group that, is there to help protect people.
You said that nothing would happen at all, and you said that things would be good. I know you can't predict things, but someone says that it's meant to mean that effort is made to make safety. It's your job. You made Solace, you made the rules, you made these pretty stupid lights. So it's meant to be your job to keep the Snow White and people warm. I saw people dancing and talking and singing and laughing. Everyone looks so happy for once. And then sound came, screaming and fire and heat and pieces of building and even people. Do you know what a severed arm looks like? Feels like? Burnt silken skin. You ever smelled that? No, you can't. Your senses aren't real. I don't care if I'm being not fair. Unfair is people who are only wanted at home screaming. Unfair is seeing bodies burning. Unfair is you sitting down not to try save your mistake and consequences from getting worse. And what makes things better? You don't learn. I learned more from your mistakes in a few months than you have in 6 years. People warned. You insisted it would be okay. Every time a thing or someone proves wrong, so many times you surprise like it's new, like a new wound. You say you care, but what funerals will you attend? What posters will you make? You only care for people loyal to you, like the captain or Miss Lawwoman. If they died, would you do the same you are doing now for them? Care is not just words. It's shields, it's working locks, it's learning and trying again, not making promises and ignoring the problems and calling it faith. Croy taught me that. I doubt you remember him. He taught me to trust you too. Said that you were kind, strong. And guess what? He is gone beneath the gods be damned rubble with my older sister. Surely you remember her, right? Misguided, light, they both trusted you, and I trusted them. And don't say you didn't ask to be leader. Like the hospital people and the keepers, you volunteered. You step forward and act sad when people get mad at you for failing. If you didn't ask, then why don't you just stop pretending, take your stupid stars, and go? But if you stay, and if something like that goes again, and you do nothing, don't hide behind apologies and promises to change, speeches. Just say we're replaceable and worthless. At least it'll be honest then. I'm going home.
I couldn't help but notice that when the explosion went off, you went and found your friend, got your friend out. But there were a lot of people that were still there that you just ignored, and other people, I know they probably tried, but I'm not sure, are you affected by fire at all?
No.
Then why didn't you go back in there and go help them?
Ladice is my best friend, and her partner were very hurt, and
Light and BW are gone because nobody went in there or could go in there to help them. And I saw you and Marcelo just sitting there, just sitting outside of the burning building while other people went in to help. Why?
You've heard of fight or flight, right?
Yeah.
Fight, flight, or freeze? I freeze.
But you went in to go help your friend.
I went in and stood there because I couldn't believe what was going on. I was terrified. And Marcelo had to practically drag me over there to help him get Ladice out of there because she and Tarushna were... Just because I can't express it in the same way doesn't mean that I'm not also scared.
But you can't be hurt by anything.
I'm scared for... I froze, okay? And I'm sorry. I wish that I had done more. I wish I could have done more, but I didn't.
Oh my god.
This is an announcement from the keepers. The bodies from those who have been able to be recovered are right now being preserved in the hospital morgue. The next of kin, you can go ahead and go to the Keepers of Solace. I will handle your case personally. I will make sure that you get everything and that you can figure out how to bury your dear one or loved one in peace. Memorials have been planned to be set up around the main community center and some nearby their living spaces. And the total death count for the ball has been 6 people. 5 people found dead at the ball and 1 who died in transport. If you have any questions about how to handle everything, please speak up now. Or if you have any questions about what we're gonna do with the people who have no next of kin, they will be buried properly and will be paid respects according. So do expect new implementations with the Keepers of Solace, one which has been in the works for some time. We want to help you. I have realized now that I need to step up more, and I do apologize to everybody who I have failed. Yes, Sunny.
Hi, Miss Mira. Why is Freya still in charge?
I don't know.
Cause like, you're the law lady, and like, aren't we supposed to have like elections, like how we got you up there? Because you're a good judge. But then Miss Freya isn't like a good leader, and I think that we're all gonna not be that okay because she keeps saying that she's gonna keep us safe, and then people keep dying.
I promise, Sunny. Don't worry. I'll figure this out.
You sure?
I promise.
If you make things better, I'll give you stickers.
I'll
I'll give you the glitter stickers too, and everything's gonna be better, and then we can live happily ever after, and hopefully our leader won't get us killed anymore.
Yeah.
After the horrible tragedy, the Keepers of Solace were now up in the pistol card force, led by Feather, who has shown that our skills and ability to lead will make her a great strength. Anyone who wants to join can, and of course, if you're interested but do not have the training, there will be able to be taught. We want to make sure that nothing like this happens again. And it is clear that the security in the Keepers of Solace is not where it should be. So we're hoping that these things will allow people to feel safer, not only at the events, but in the main common areas, the hospital, the courthouse, because it is clear that we need more than just words at this point. And unfortunately, this can only happen if we all work together. With these changes, though, I do want to make one more thing clear. There is nothing in the global laws that dictates how a vaccine leader can be removed or put it in. And as of now, there is nothing keeping the members of the Keepers of Solace from choosing a new leader if they feel like the current leader is not doing enough, at least at this moment. There are people who have been working very hard in the Keepers of Solace, and if enough members feel like they should be assigned at this point, there is nothing stopping the Keepers of Solace from doing so. People of Solace have the power, and I don't want anyone to feel like their choices don't matter. Like, I hope in the future Solace will be at peace once more, but until then, remember that you can be the saints you want.
You stink.
I'm trying, okay?
Nah.
I am. I just wanted to have something nice for once. After everything that's happened last era and this one, but every time I do, people just keep getting hurt. I've lived my entire life terrified of hurting people, but more and more people keep dying. I spent the whole week, like I said, after the last faction meeting, looking for violence instead of Eclipse, because of what happened to Frog, because of how terrible I felt. And maybe I shouldn't have done that, because if I had kept looking for Eclipse, maybe I would have seen her around the ballroom, and
You said you did that because you felt bad. You should have done it because you're a leader.
I did it for both reasons. I did it because I felt responsibility to go and look for violence.
You should know you have responsibility. You need to
Look, I
blame
never
someone
asked
else
for this
your
responsibility.
problem.
I never asked to be the leader of this planet.
So why
I
are
just-
you?
I just made it to help the Arcturus crew land somewhere, and then people started acting like I was some sort of all-knowing, all-powerful deity. I am just like any of you. I have
Other
emotions.
people would be more than happy to lead.
I am
Have
scared.
you met Okul?
Then do it. Then someone step up here and do this, because I guarantee you none of you could handle it better than I can. Have none of you ever panicked before? Have never, any of you never felt anger or fear? Look, just because I'm not able to cry or experience the physical symptoms of fear, does that make me evil? I'm not a perfect person. I've lived billions of years, and only 7 of those years have been spent with people who aren't Lumeran. I've only just learned what death even is, let alone how I can prevent it or how to help people deal with grief. Just because I can, manipulate matter around me doesn't mean I'm smart or the smartest or the bravest or can just move on after someone gets hurt or dies under my protection. People keep getting kidnapped and hurt and dying, and I have no idea what to do.
There she goes.
Could we have a temporary leader while she's not here?
I don't know.
She might disappear
about-
for another week.
The judges are gonna have a discussion, and we're gonna make sure that if this is something that happens, this is something that happens, that implies that the next person can also be impeached. So we want to do this right. We don't want to do it in a whim. Okay.
Who's leading
do
us
realize-
right now, though?
Look at the person that's on stage, Sunny.
Is
I
she
don't-
our leader right now?
Oh,
I don't
she
know.
came back.
Hello. You done crying?
She can't cry.
I am also very upset by what happened at the Winter Ball and everything that's happened this era, and you asked me to do something and I'm doing it. We're making changes. From now on, there will be a mandatory curfew on Solace, around the Keepers of Solace area, around the main city center, and any participating faction leaders can also enact this curfew in their factions. I'll be meeting with faction leaders to discuss that. Anyone who is out after sunset will be deemed suspicious and taken into custody.
Are you gonna also arrest us if we're past curfew?
It's not arresting. Taken into
You said
custody.
you were.
Also, no one will be allowed to travel alone. Like
Guard.
Lux said, there's also a guard force that's going to be enacted that will be active on Keepers of Solace grounds and public areas such as the city center. The details of this are still being hammered out, but this will ensure that everyone is safe. Is there anything else that anyone wants to say?
I do. Also, there has been a spike of people going missing. This time, we do not think that it's related to the previous missing disappearances related to the monastery. This time
Oh,
it is,
fine.
these incidents have been at least not connected to each other. Mostly there's some incidences that have been connected. Also, my fiance Dante has been mass producing a set of surveillance cameras. So if you want to have a surveillance system in your home or in your city borders, please do reach out to him.
Are those gonna get hacked?
He's a cybersecurity person. He can make sure that doesn't happen.
How secure is your cyber?
Very, very smart person. Very smart.
From what I understand, cameras do nothing.
Yeah.
True. We already
Yeah,
have
but
cameras.
So why
well,
would we keep
but it
going
can
with the
help.
cameras?
It can help. That's the only reason we haven't arrested anybody because of Krufik, because we could just
Does
tell
anybody
that it was.
actually watch the
It can
cameras?
help? How is it helping?
We have linked people to cases. We have identified criminals. the problem right now is enforcing those laws. And that's what we're trying to fix.
He's
I think
banned
the
from
problem is
cameras.
not acting fast enough.
Yes, and
You
I
see
do
something on the
acknowledge.
camera, you're supposed to act, not sit there and do nothing.
It's like a TV show.
I'm aware. Do not worry. The guard and a police force will be able to help. I promise.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I'm going to call this meeting dismissed. All right. See you all next week.
See ya. Freya?
Yeah.
I don't think you have to look for violence anymore.
What do you mean?
I feel like your attention has been put on too many things at once, so you don't have to worry about him, okay?
He's still out there, and I still want to find him. He could be hurting other people.
What he
Violence
did
and
was-
Eclipse and Ogle are all on my list.
Okay. Well, what he did was, vengeance, I guess. I don't know what the right word is, but I don't think he'll be doing anything evil like that.
What he did was wrong. I'm so sorry that it happened to you, Frog. I don't have words to adequately apologize for everything. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
If there's anything I can do,
Well, I'll be sticking with Feather.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Freya, I know you're doing your best. And I
Yeah.
want to thank you for that.
I'm excited to see the result of the guard force.
I will try my best.
I know you will. You're gonna do a great job.
Thank
You want
you.
to go home?
Yeah, I wanna leave.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.